Hello everybody and welcome to my channel again. This is Jovo from Mountains for Everybody site. In this video I want to say a few words about a new tent from Kelty, which is on the market under the name Offsite 2-person tent. Actually, if you go to Amazon you will see the word backpacking and hiking added to the name. But when you see the features and the weight, you realize this is not really a backpacking tent. More about this below. So this is how the tent looks. It's a very simple dome style tent with a fly that could be described as a partial coverage type, which means there is no vestibule on the front, but on the other hand you have an easy access. You don't have to wrestle with the flaps and with the zippers. So the tent, when you see it without the fly, you realize the structure is a very simple dome with angled walls, so the volume inside is quite limited, but this is typical for such a design because the poles create an X-crossed structure and they are not pre-bent. There are two main poles that support the tent and one short that is added to create this small awning above the door, so that you have an easier access, and this also protects the window that you have on the door. So this window here allows for use even when the fly is on, and you can keep it actually with mesh only because there is a panel inside, because it's protected by this awning. So this is a very simple and easy to use structure. The fly attaches directly to the corners. You have backless here, and you can move the tent even when the fly is on. Move it around and rotate. For example, if you realize that the wind has changed direction, you can easily rotate it and orient it properly. So this is a tent that could be described as fully freestanding. The materials are typical for what you can expect when you have such a budget tent, and the poles are fiberglass. This material is used even in far more expensive tents, and they attach to the base of the tent through a design that they call quick corners. You have this in practically all new tents from Kelty. So these are deep pockets where you put one end of the pole and then go to the other side to do the same. So this pole will remain inside, and as you know, this is not so when you have the usual grommets, for example, because the pole can jump out. So this makes the setup very easy, and one person can do this without problem. The fabric is typical for Kelty, and it's 68D polyester, and waterproof rating is 1200 millimeters. This doesn't look too much, but it is perfectly enough. The same waterproof rating is for the floor. So in principle you would want to have more on the floor, but this is still okay. So regarding ventilation, there are no vents here, neither floor vents nor fly vents, but you see that on the three sides the taffeta walls are not so high, and the fly doesn't go all the way to the ground, so you can always have enough air coming from below. And on the other hand, the awning that you have on the front is such that vapor can always escape, so the ventilation in this tent should not be a problem in any circumstances. To show you some numbers regarding the best use and climate first, I would describe it as a, let's say, 2 to 3 person tent. It depends on where and how you use it, but it's not for, I would say, it's not for very windy places because of this awning. However, the tent is itself very low profile, and aerodynamic. But regarding the size, it is a two-person tent, and the length is actually great, as you see, but the width is far less good. And yes, you can put two sleeping pads on the floor, but the walls are angled around, and you don't have enough a lot of space here. So I see it as a great option for solo use, and in particular if this is about, let's say, bicycle tours or motorbike tours, because the packed size is such that you can indeed transport it on a bicycle easily. You wouldn't want to carry it around because it's around 2.5 kilograms. There are far lighter options, of course, for the trail. But the price is something here really incredible. It's $80, and for such a tent and for such a brand, this is simply incredible. So the price is its best feature, but this is not on the account of quality. You can rely on such a tent. This is Kelty behind this tent. So this is all I wanted to say. My overall rating for the tent is quite high, as you see. My only true objection is that it's not very wide, but again, this is not a big deal. I can fully recommend this tent. Thank you for watching.